Hey Scorpio, welcome to your March 2019 general reading. This is for those who have Scorpio in their sun, moon, or rising. Also remember that this is a general reading, so not every message is going to apply to you. Also, if you want to check out your moon and rising sign, that could be helpful for the month of March as well. I'm starting to notice a lot of the signs, I feel like some of them are connected a lot for the month of March. Your overall energy for this month, though, is going to be the card Virgo, and this is all about analyzing everything. I feel like y'all might be analyzing a lot about your life at this point. This is a time when you need to be able to shut out any distractions and start figuring out what it is you need to do about certain situations. It's a good time to figure out details. But there also is the warning here of not to become so obsessive with your thoughts, because thoughts are only going to take you so far. Also, the need to not be overly critical of yourself is also coming up. It's a lot of self-work that y'all need to do. I feel like some of you may need to be making a list of things that need to be taken care of. And when I say taken care of, I'm not feeling like I don't feel like this is a take care of, oh, I gotta go to the grocery store, I gotta go pick up this, I gotta pick up that. I don't feel like it's one of those to-do lists. I feel like this is a more things that have been bothering you internally kind of list that you need to figure out where these emotions are coming from, pinpoint it, and analyze the problem and be able to look at it in another set of eyes, if you will. It's also going to be a good time to get rid of any bad habits or bad friends. And also I'm seeing here, Scorpios, y'all may be dealing with a lot of negative emotions this month. Like being in the state of a constant bad mood. I feel like there's some weaknesses that some of you have been showing a lot more lately. And those weaknesses is something that needs to be worked on. I feel like, and if this isn't you, then this may be somebody that you are dealing with, but if it's someone else, then this is somebody who's really close in more of your everyday to-day life. But I'm seeing somebody here also who is feeling very defensive a lot. There's a lot of guilt and shame. There's a lot of harsh reactions because of how much hurt that they're going through. I feel like a lot of you have your guard up and you're protecting yourself to avoid being hurt, which is actually blocking you from being able to move forward. There definitely needs to be a new perspective of looking at things here. And y'all got the porcupine spirit, which is the time for a beginner's mind. So there needs to be like a restart on the thoughts that you're having and the emotions that you're feeling, because I'm seeing like some of you are not having more like you're not able to control your emotions. It feels that way to you. Like if you feel something, it's so strong and you have a hard time being able to control that feeling. Some of you also are stuck on something from the past. This can be anything from a past lover, a past relationship type thing. This could be a family member. This can be a friend you used to have, or maybe you're still friends with them or still with this person, but there's definitely either someone from the past or something from the past that you are still emotionally clinging to. The message for this is to be able to not linger there for long. It's one thing to analyze it, but to be stuck there isn't going to help you move into the present. I'm also seeing that some of you might be in a relationship that is extremely unbalanced. It's a very unfair relationship here. And this, like I said, it's a general reading, so this can go with any type of relationship, whichever way it applies to you. I'm seeing a lot of tempers here. I'm seeing behavioral issues. I'm seeing people acting out illy, just like real nasty. nasty attitude. And I'm not seeing that there's a lot of fairness with this. I see some of you also looking at photographs from like the past, like past memories, like photos. Some of you might also be considering being a photographer. I also see somebody being a stripper. I'm also seeing something with gymnastics as well. And I'm also seeing something with a prison, whether this is somebody in jail or somebody that you know that works in jail, and it could be you or it could be somebody else. I feel like some of you feel like you're caught. I feel like you're mentally trapped. Like you're trapped by your own thoughts. And I feel like you are weaving this web of what you're thinking, and it's like all you're stuck in that. You can't get out of that web of thoughts. And like I said, and this has to do with things from the past, and this is what's preventing a forward movement. And there really needs to be a fresh start here. Some of you may be feeling like a lot of people are lying to you. I also see here that there is more that you could do. And I feel like there's I don't even want to say that it's lazy, but you feel there's definitely an avoidance of dealing with things that upset you. And a lot of you need to figure out what it is that you really want in the end game for this. So instead of being in the past, how is it you want this situation, whether it be a relationship or a work thing or a family thing, like how is it you want to see this in the future? And what are the steps that need to be taken to get there? What is it that would make you okay with this? There's a lot of questions I feel like you need to ask yourself. And you know what? That I feel like is where the list comes in. You need to start asking yourself questions. I feel like there are decisions that are going to be made. Some of you might be having people over for a dinner. I feel like a lot of you feel like you're having to constantly juggle with the money and the time. Or some of you may even have an imbalance between material world and like spiritual. And I feel like some of you, whichever way you're in, there needs to be a more healthier balance between the two. Some of you may have options as far as relationships or dating of two people to choose between. I don't know why, but I just keep getting this feeling like y'all are not fully in, like in your love life, you're like not fully in that relationship. And then that just keeps taking me back to that being guarded. I don't know if something happened in your childhood that made you close up. But like I said, analyze it, go over it, move past it. Don't get stuck there too long. Some of you may also be mad at someone for the wrong thing. Or maybe someone's mad at you for the wrong thing. I'm seeing also that you are going to be given a great deal of tough love, or you're giving somebody some tough love this month. I'm also seeing there could be children involved, so for those who have kids, this might have to do with the child. I'm also seeing somebody here that isn't fully developed in a mature sense. And this person like gets really easily upset as well. I'm seeing with relationships, I keep seeing more of like a lust relationship more than like a really romantic in love. build our future type of relationship here. So some of you might be reevaluating your relationships as well. I'm going to go ahead and leave it there, Scorpio. Like I said, I feel like this is a lot of working with your negative emotions and being able to start fresh and figure out what it is that you want in the future. So best of luck to you guys, and I hope the rest of your March goes really good. Bye, Scorpio.